A poor location can sabotage any wonderful project vision. So there's several things. One is demographics. I mean, who's in that area? What is the dentist per population ratio? Is there a demand for dental services? Is it so saturated that I'm just one of many and it's going to take me years for people to find me? I might have to invest heavily in marketing. What can I do? So one is demographics. Is there a demand for dental services in that area? And then it becomes very project specific. So for example, if I'm doing a finish out in a lease space, what kind of lease space? Where is it located? What are the rental rates? I'm going to get a finish out allowance. There's very essential project specifics that support a well-done dental office or facility, and there's other logistics that are a detriment. There's all kinds of things. There's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems into a space you might go into. There's air conditioning, what we call HVAC systems that are very specific to dental facilities. So dental facilities are really mini hospitals. They have mini hospital infrastructure. There's additional costs beyond most, other than hospitals, which aren't typically financed by individuals like a dental facility. But they're way beyond typical business settings, and they're only appropriate in certain types of locations. So one, you have demographics. Two, you have the actual physical location of the facility, and does it make sense in that environment, the structure of that environment, of that facility, that physical facility that's going to house the dental office. And will people come there? Do they need me there? Where is it located? Is it in a growing area? Is it a declining area? Is it near a school? Is it a feeder area where people feed into a major urban area? All the traffic, all the population flow is inwards towards the city, and nobody's going to see me there. Picking an appropriate location is probably, number one or two on the list, because if you place a facility in a poor location, you're at such a great disadvantage, from step one or two, that even some of the best people can't overcome a poor location. In a lot of ways, you could say a highly competitive area potentially is a poor location to locate a dental practice. It may be wonderful, it may be upscale, it may be the absolutely most wonderful part of town everybody wants to live in. All the great shopping is there, all the restaurants are there, wonderful golf courses, recreational things. It's near the ocean, it's near lakes. Those are very difficult. So you're potentially going in, let's say, for example, you go into an area, it's saturated within a 5 or 6 mile radius. You have literally 100 dentists, you have all the specialists there, and then you're going to come in as a younger person potentially, or as a startup person, or maybe somebody that was an associate in another practice. How are you going to distinguish yourself? You're competing against people that have been there for years, established practitioners. You're competing against what we call corporate franchise facilities they're managed by dentists, but they have layers of corporate management. They heavily invest in marketing. They keep their corporate franchise dental facilities open 7 to 7, 6 days a week. They have people on call. They have all kinds of interesting, marketing things in their windows. They may be on TV. They may be in local newspapers or publications, mass mailings. So you're competing against some really kind of heavy hitters in the dental world. So it's a very challenging. So some people do it all the time. It's not to say don't even imagine doing it. It's your dream or your vision of where you want to be. But if you go into a heavily saturated area with multiple dentists, multiple corporate franchise dentistry establishes, you've got to do two things. So you've got two things to be successful. One, you have to take patients away from the people that are already there. You've got to create a rationale for patients who already have a dentist or specialist, they're having their dental care provided for. You have to make a case, well, you need to come to me now. I can do a better job. I'm a nicer guy. I have more clinical expertise. I have better customer service. You need to come to me. So however you do that, that takes somebody with vision to create that. Or secondly, you have to tap into people in that area that who are currently not seeking dental services. They haven't been to the dentist in several years. In upscale areas, most people have regular dental care. But you've got to create some kind of value, some kind of rationale for people that aren't actively going to the dentist to now come to you. So those are your two options. Take people away from the people that are there, or create a rationale for people in the area that aren't currently accessing a dental provider and get them to come to you. That's how you succeed in that. Happens all the time, but it's an uphill battle, and it's much more of a challenge than going into an area that's not demographically saturated and has an existing need right at this moment for dental services.